BTC Reaper, and my goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading, whether the price is going up or down. Over on total, we'll hop over to for the daily. We did overall get bounce off that support level, so this could end up being a bullish confirmation. Ideally, this green candle would not have this wick, and it would have stopped right where that red body was. That would help us give a more solid rounding bottom, but we do have some positivity in the market that just happened the last couple hours as far as a Bitcoin reserve being announced, and there was some talk this weekend that was not going to happen, so that helped bounce the market back. So we are seeing a little positivity in the last couple hours from that. Our stochastic does want to push up. VWAP is gaining strength, momentum wants to push forward, and RSI is pushing up. Now, if we look over at the 1 hour, we do have some higher highs and higher lows, so this is positive. The highs and lows do not connect, so this is a bullish continuation, and that bullish continuation would have the chance to help push us toward that next resistance area. We got hung up here, so the next resistance area would be somewhere around this 830 billion, so that'd be a pretty decent run for us. Our momentum overall is pushing down. VWAP does want to break that neutral, so watch that VWAP close. If that VWAP can hold above that neutral, momentum can continue its bounce, money flow would continue further, and we would continue higher. Now, if we look at our MPP, there was a chance of pushing down toward this range and then potentially continuing forward. So it's kind of hard to see, but based on this candle here, we did have the probability to push up toward that 799. We did stop short of that, but we are still seeing the higher highs and higher lows, and we do have a little bit of consolidation going on. But remember, consolidation after a push up does give you a bull flag. So if a bull flag does form here, we go sideways for a few hours, then we pump up. That would still be positive, as that would create a solid support level in order to help push us forward without fears of retracing that push. Now, over on Bitcoin futures for the daily, we pretty much got our full breakdown here, and then we did try to invalidate it. So we whipsawed around. We did see that on Bitcoin. We did drop down. We filled that gap, and we did pump up. We said to watch for that gap to fill. So this is giving us that higher low. Now we need a higher high that breaks that value area high in order to give us a bullish continuation that would help pump us forward. Remember, that pump would be potentially toward that previous 100K range, but right now we need to get over that 80-90K range. Our stochastic does want to drop away. RSI is weakening. VWAP does want to break bullish, so momentum could bounce and money flows starting to go a little indecisive. So watch the 1 hour here. The 1 hour, we again have that bullish continuation as our highs and lows do not connect, so that helps pump you forward. Now, I would watch, we don't want to just shoot straight up. We did see some retracements, so they were healthy moves. Our momentum is pretty maxed out. That VWAP does have a potential higher low. If that can be followed with a higher high or a wave more like back here, then that would have that chance to push us toward that value area high, at which point, if that VWAP stayed more bullishly favorable, it could break that, and then that's where we would see that continuation. Now, I'm not saying that's all going to happen in one swing. Likely, you would see some consolidation along the way, and that is more the ideal move, because remember, if you shoot just straight up, you will come crashing back down. Now, over on Bitcoin for the daily, very similar. We did make that rounding bottom, so this is very positive. That can help pump us forward, so this could be a higher low. We will delete this lower time frame. Actually, we'll look at the lower time frame pattern. It did play out, but then it got invalidated. We covered that yesterday, but we'll cover it quick for those of you that missed it. Sorry, I got something in my eye and it won't go away. Over on the daily, though, stochastic does want to continue forward. RSI is pushing up. VWAP does want to break that neutral. Momentum is starting to push up, and that money flow is in the red. So watch that VWAP close. If that VWAP can hold more bullishly, then we're going to continue forward here. Over on the 1 hour, you can see yesterday we got that double bomb. We called that in the Discord. We said watch for a double bomb break up. We did get a retest and then a bounce, which gave us that break forward. So that was positive. Then that does help give us that support level in that bottom range, right around this like 80K range. Now that does have us set up to make that run up toward the next resistance area. We are meeting the current resistance area around 85K like we said to watch for, but our next one is right around this 86 to about 88K, and obviously that 90K would be a psychological resistance as well. We have some consolidation going on after making that bullish continuation. So again, if this consolidation continues, we could see some kind of sideways action, set up a support level, and then continue up from there. Now, VWAP does want to break through that neutral. Momentum is pretty flat and money flows in the green. I would watch tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow's going to be tariffs. A lot of people are kind of afraid of the tariffs. There are a lot of people that have a lot of fears on. We have some people in our Discord that's afraid of them, but they think it'll push up even though they're afraid of them. Now, that being said, fear generally makes the market sell off. So if the tariffs are better than expected, the market's going to pump up. If the tariffs are in line or worse, then it could have a either sideways or negative effect on us. And again, that would also be pending any geopolitical turnouts. Now, over on graph for the daily, we do have a long upper shadow candle. Watch the next candle, as it could be a strong red candle, which would push us down toward that value area low. Our stochastic is pushing down, RSI is flat, VWAP is pushing up, momentum does want to gain strength, and money flow is pretty flat, overall pushing down. But if that VWAP continues to gain strength, and money flow will start to reverse. So if we look here at the 1 hour, we got stuck on this current resistance area, right around this like 94 or 10 cent range. If we break through that, we do have some gaps above, right around that 10 even, and right around 10.2. So we do have some decent resistances we could come up to, hit those, meet consolidation, maybe make some support, and then continue. We do have another one right around that 1045. We could blow through all of them too, and then set up some support somewhere in this 10-11 cent range, which would be the more ideal move, because that sets us up for continued growth in the future. Our VWAP does want to push up. Momentum is pulling back. Money flow is in the red, but if that VWAP continues to push up, we could continue forward. Over on XRP for the daily, remember, if you have any special requests, drop them in the chat, hit the like and subscribe, and join us in that Discord if you haven't already, as we'll be done after XRP. Over on the daily, it does look like we tried to pump forward, didn't really get much movement. VWAP does want to push up, momentum is trying to gain strength. Watch that VWAP, if it can break through and hold, momentum will follow and lead that money flow from the red toward that neutral, hopefully into the green. Over on the 1 hour here, again, we have this resistance area that we're fighting. If we break through this range, our next range is right around that Fibonacci, just under our Fibonacci at that 234. So if you have not DCA'd in this range, it is a very strong range in my opinion. We did get about that $2, like I said, to watch for. I did warn not to get the max pain or the max gain. Remember, you're going to stop shy most of the time. But overall, momentum is dropping away. VWAP is trying to break into the bullish territory, so watch if we get higher highs with higher lows. If we do, momentum will continue forward, money flow will break into the green, and we would be set up to strengthen higher time frames and push forward. But if that VWAP just rolls over, I would say we have more bearish favor, and we could retrace today's gains. So again, that's going to be more in line with how things shake out tomorrow. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a great night. Hit the like and subscribe, and join us in the Discord.